Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. We are back for another wonderful and exciting evening of Super Metroid Impossible. Sometimes it's morning, sometimes it's evenings. Anyways, you can see I've got some kind of new things here. I've got where I'm attempting to track the room, the enemy HP, and a few other kind of miscellaneous things here, as well as trying to kind of average out boss HP. I haven't tried this a whole lot with kind of some recent updates. So we'll kind of see if that works. If it doesn't, I'll tweak on it a little bit more, but we'll get there. So cool. So let's go ahead and give it a quick start with, let's go ahead and do Sportsman. That seemed to be kind of a good warm-up. I got to run around a little bit, do some stuff, so seems to be a good option. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, gotta pay attention to what we're doing here. We're able to kind of keep track of our HP over time. So something I would like to add to the kind of graphing, if you will, is this idea of... I missed out. Comparing kind of my HP or my missiles or a variety of other kind of factors in this, and just kind of how it plays out over time. You know, if I happen to have a run where my HP stays high the whole time, that's kind of good information. So this should be structured such that it's only the specific room that I'm in, it's showing me the average of. So like if I played this again, it would show more averages. But if I go over to Kraid or whatever next, it should show just Kraid averages after this. So there we go, cool. So that's our average. Kind of every time there's a new HP value, it factors into the average. So, so now we'll leave this room. We should be able to go over to Kraid, which is kind of somewhere we've been wanting to practice. Kraid we're good. It's really Fantoon that'll be the interesting one, kind of over time, to see if we can kind of keep an average. That's sitting good anyways. It's interesting because my average is 1500, but that's because I think it's 0 and 3000 are the two numbers that it sees going into the room, because it starts at 0, so we'll see how that goes. This obviously goes up for a little bit. The intent here should be that over the course of some number of, like if I fought Kraid 2 times, let's say, then it would be kind of the number across those. I totally missed that. So there's a chance I might die here, and then if I do, then that will be good information we'll have. Kind of see what our average is. Oof. It's been kind of an interesting... There we go. It's kind of a slow start. Oh my goodness. What am I doing here? Whew. We might get to see the average across the rooms sooner than later. Holy buckets, I'm having a rough round here. Kind of stay up on our health here a little bit. That's See, now we should see our average probably pump up a little bit more, and then we'll see it start to come down. But the idea being that we'll see it happen over time. So this will reset because we're in a different room, but we'll come back into this room and it should, yeah, there we go. It's reset to the same as what we had before. And then as grade has come back, our average kind of has dipped back up. So it's kind of an interesting way to keep track of things anyways. So the hope is that over time you would see that number kind of tend to trend downwards as you play the round or play that particular boss multiple times. And I think I may have it set up to where it'll what is the right word for that? It'll eventually do kind of a rolling average, or is that the right word? I don't know. But it won't show the entire history. It'll only show like kind of the average over the last some period of time. So that can be kind of nice, because then that way you're not looking at like your whole history, you're just looking at the average over the last little while. So our average is getting a little bit better. Oh man. I don't know if we even got one of those in. We got one of them in. I don't know if we got two of them though. Wow, this is just kind of a ugly day of Kraid fight. My goodness. But we'll get there. We just need 2 more missile drops and actually hitting it accurately, not just floating it around like a mess. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Well, that's interesting. All right, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, you can see it spike up a little bit just because the average went up. But you know, if our average stays low, then we should see it kind of keep down there. So. And I really like to look at it from the perspective of like, so for me, Kraid is not like this really intense boss. So I'm not really too worried about it. It used to be that was the case, but it is definitely not the case anymore. I mean, I still obviously have issues periodically like you've seen today, but got one of them in, okay. So yeah, you can see our average went up a little bit, but oh my goodness. This is not going well here, you can tell. Wow, tonight is a rough night. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if this is useful information or not, but it's what I'm going for. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times it seems like I get kind of a nice layout where these things aren't really attacking me too much, and I can just kind of play it out and we're good to go. But tonight is definitely not one of those nights. Sometimes we get the we get lucky, sometimes we don't. I'll put it that way. Oh my goodness, how did we miss that? I think we missed everything there. Alright, maybe we'll get a little bit lucky tonight. What in the world? I just shot at a right angle up there and didn't even mean to. Oh, darn it anyways. Didn't hit either of those. That's horrible. I didn't really look too close to where I was hitting, but... Oh my goodness. Ugh. Maybe I need to do more of like a rolling average instead of a total average. Do an average over the last, I don't know, some number of frames, but anyways. Guess we'll see how that goes. So we see it spike up a little bit. Hopefully our average will continue to remain low. Yeah, I think there will be issues with kind of keeping track of this in some way. Just because it's going to tend to prefer to want to go up to the higher ones faster, because you can't get multiple kind of time steps, if you will, on the lower ones, if you will. I don't know how to describe it better. Okay, come on now. Okay, that was okay. We'll see how far alive we can make it, but... Based on how things have been going, I am not going to count my eggs before they hatch. Whew. This is a close one. Oh goodness. Kind of lucked out there. Alright, we got 2 to go, 2 to go. Come on, we can do this. I didn't get a single one of those in. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Whew. Alright, I think we got this one. But yeah, our average shouldn't tend towards 0 unless we look at like a complete boss fight. So like if I were to fight again, now all my numbers would average out to it'd start with, it'd add a 3,000 data point, and then we'd have to go from there, and it just kind of becomes crazy. So what's interesting is that this is considered the Varia room, but for Super Metroid Impossible, this is in fact an E-Tank room. So cool. Let's go ahead and pop over to, let's see who's next. I think we actually have to go down and beat Crocomire. Crocomire is a weird one because he doesn't actually have like a like an HP value, so that's always kind of weird. Let's see how that goes. Oh, really? We do get to see our HP change over time, so that could be kind of like one metric. I don't know if there's like a metric that tells us how far along Crocomire is. Might be good information to have at some point, but... Oh, come on, Crocomire. We need to make a little bit of progress here. We can't just keep doing our little back scratch or whatever you want to call that thing. Ooh, that's good data, good data. We need more of these missiles here. Well, this is a scenario where I will gladly take a few more missiles, if I can get any. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. I think we're going to do one more back up. There we go. Cool. So we took care of Crocomire. I haven't actually died on Crocomire in a really, really long time. I think it was like pretty early on from when I first started beating this. But yeah, anywho, Crocomire's health value is like some ridiculous number. It says 34,000 or something like that. And I don't think you actually like kill Crocomire per se. Although that would be interesting to see if the HP value goes down. Boy, that would be fascinating. Anywho, cool. So that was that. All right, let's go to. I think Fantoon is technically the next one, so we'll do a little bit of Fantoon. And this will be the one that'll get kind of interesting because we'll start seeing the numbers more reliably or regularly right on the card. As long as I hit Fantoon, I guess is maybe the kind of the key here. Of course not. There we can see that the average value has gone down just a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. That was definitely not intentional. Wow. 14 health points left, so that's totally awesome. Oh, that was not good. We accidentally did that. Yeah, so that's totally not cool. But hey, we dropped down to 2,700, which is kind of good information. Yeah, I'll put my mouse over that so you can see that we hit a low of 2,700. Normally, I'm always like, how many health points do we have left? But oh, I forgot we were doing some Batoon earlier and forgot about that. Oh man. Yeah, that was totally unprepared, but that's okay. Wasted a ton of missiles. You don't even see them hit. See that one? Isn't that interesting? I still hit him. Watch. 1, 2, and then I shoot. Oh, see, it just disappears without even seeing it. 1, 1, 2. Kind of get stuck with the luck of the draw there. Yeah, see, we waste missiles. Ah, what in the world? Let's see. Ah. Look at that. We did it. Alrighty, I need to mute myself for a moment here. Alrighty. I'm going to keep myself muted the rest of the time. All right, thank you for joining me. I'm going to call it done for the night. Hopefully you enjoyed my fancy little new tweaks. Anyways, all right, have a good one. Bye.